Hey, everybody, welcome to the OK Connection. We're here on a little bit of a bittersweet interview. We're with the guys of Redwood Rising. Welcome. Thanks for having me into your area. Instead of you coming to us, I'm coming to you today.
No problem.
Introduce yourselves, say what you do. That way they can put a name to the voice and all that jazz.
My name is Ryan, and I play drums in the band.
I'm Tim Schaefer. I play guitar and mandolin.
Tim Connor. I play bass.
I'm Isaac Herbert. I sing and play guitar.
As we said, it's a little bit of a bittersweet thing because you guys are preparing for your farewell show on February 18th at the Vanguard in Tulsa.
Sure.
So before we get into that, let's talk about a little bit of the history of the band, and we'll get into the depressing side of it here in a little bit. But let's talk about some of the fun stuff. So how did you guys come together and form Redwood Rising?
Sure. Tim and I were the co-founders of Redwood Rising. Yes, Tim Schaefer. And now there are a lot of Tims in the band. And we started playing some duo shows under a bunch of different names before.
What names?
That's not
Come on, Isaac.
One was Midtown Tragedy, and I'm not a fan. I'm not ashamed to say it. It was kind of a tragedy, but. So we had kind of some cycling of players before we finally met up with Ryan Graham in college. And we started playing with Ryan, I think, in 2007.
Yeah, when I got there. And we played in a jazz combo.
In college, yeah. So we met Ryan Graham, and then another bass player that we had in the group for a long time, Justin Reddick, was also someone who started playing with us around that time, maybe a little bit earlier too.
Yeah, 2006, I think it was.
Yeah. And then, so we played as that group for a while as Redwood Rising, and then right before we released These Fires, which was our last album, we had Tim Connor step in and start playing bass for us, and he's been our main bass player ever since.
We also have Tim number 3, Tim Bunn, who
is not here right now.
Yeah.
So I totally just kicked him out of my head.
he plays keys and trumpet with us.
Yes, and he's been doing that since, I don't know.
It was after we released
I Can Change.
I Can Change.
Okay. So in between I Can Change and These Fires, we had Tim Bunn, who was the other Tim in the band, come, and he was playing keys and trumpet.
Shut up, Siri.
She is not a member of the band, right?
I mean,
sometimes she thinks she is, just a special guest appearance every now and then.
I do not understand.
Yeah, Ryan never has his phone on during rehearsals and whatnot.
So I think of all the main members, that's everybody that we've had. So,
how have you guys progressed over the years? What did you start? You said you started as a duo combo. How did you guys get to the sound that you guys have now?
Well, whenever we first started off, Isaac and I just both played guitar, which we thought was kind of boring. So he worked on playing some slide. I picked up harmonica and mandolin, kind of spread out a little bit from there. I think there was even a point where we spread out a little too far. We were doing some reggae. That wasn't so much the vision. So we brought it back in a little bit, kind of focused in on the.
We had to see how wide we could go.
Yes,
and then we narrowed it back in.
Sometimes it's nice to stretch it out and see what you can do, and then reel it back in and realize this is where we should be. As a band, recording the first album, I Can Change, what was that like? How was the process for that? Did you guys kind of have an idea of what you wanted to do, or was it a trial by fire?
Well, that one was a little bit different than our latest one, because on I Can Change, we had all these songs that we hadn't recorded yet, and we actually we were performing them a lot before we recorded them, so we knew what we really wanted from the songs for the most part. So the recording process was fairly easy. We just basically went in there and recorded our parts that we've been playing for the last couple of years of those songs. Whereas These Fires, we were kind of working with the producer and working through the parts, so it was a lot different.
Yeah, those songs were brand new for These Fires. Yeah. So we got to have kind of both experiences, which was cool. You know, we had one where we had a whole set thing that we were already doing and just recorded it, laid it down. And then with These Fires, it was totally it was pretty experimental, I felt like, for us.
Did you have a preference? Is it better to work with a producer, or do you like having kind of control over what you guys are doing, or is the input helpful?
I like the input. I thought the input was really helpful. It helped us get out of our own heads kind of and try some things that I don't feel like we would have maybe necessarily tried, or would have taken us longer to get to that point. I felt like it kind of pulled the best. I think if you have the right producer, it kind of pulls the best out of you. If it's not a great producer, which we've never had that experience, but I can assume it would be harder.
I was going to say it worked out really well that we found Kendall Osborne over at Closet Studios because he's very much the same vein of musician that we like. And so he helps balance us out while not taking us to many weird places.
Like reggae.
He was not a proponent
reggae to
for
him.
reggae.
He would have been like, "Get it out of here." It's not you guys.
So, being a part of the Tulsa local band scene, how is that working with other bands and bringing together people to play for your farewell show? And who do you look for? Do you look for somebody that's similar that you're friends with, or something that's a little different to bring in more people? How do you go about finding a lineup whenever you're playing local shows?
I think a big part of it is obviously draw. It just has to be. You gotta find somebody who is going to bring some people out or who's going to push the show. But the other thing is we like to pull people that we like. Not necessarily exactly the same as us, but we do like the show to kind of be lined up where it's a little bit in the same vein. So we have Sam Westhoff who's opening for us for this farewell show. Normally we would have 2 openers, but we're having 1 just because we're going to play an extra long set. It's our last one, so pull some surprises and stuff like that. But he's really good. He's got a trio, and he's kind of like soul and also folk at the same time. So it's it's pretty close to what we do, but a little more soulful, I feel like. So
As you look back on your span, how long have you guys been together? When did you guys actually start?
if we're talking about Redwood Rising, it would be 2007.
2007.
Really?
That's when we started calling it that. I feel like, right?
Really? Like right as I started?
I think
I
so.
feel like-
Maybe
okay.
maybe a year before. If anything, it would be late 2006.
I guess that makes sense because I wouldn't be in a band called Midtown Tragedy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Anyways. Things may look real bad right now. Things may go a little slow today. We're gonna turn it around somehow. Won't let nothing get in our way. While the sun is up, we won't quit and we won't give up. It's so hard to say goodbye. We'll keep trying till the day we die. Oh yeah. May not be a lot of jobs this year. We still got a lot of work to do. No matter if it's far or if it's near. We won't stop until we see this through. While the sun is up, we won't quit and we won't give up. It's so hard to say goodbye. We'll keep trying till the day we die. Yes, we will. Hey. While the sun is up, we won't quit and we won't give up. It's so hard to say goodbye. We'll keep trying till the day we die. While the sun
fly until the day we die.